Week Saturday at the Orlando Stadium. Now, the concert was organized by South African musicians as a gesture to thank the SABC for the 90% local music content policy that was introduced by the corporation. Now, joining us now in our studio is concert organizer Mzwakhe Mbuli. A very good afternoon to you. So thank you so much for joining us. Now, a lot has been said about the concert and some talks over it being a flop and other issues. First of all, why did you come up with such a concept?
It is part of Ubuntu and appreciation. We had to say thank you, to say it's a journey, it's a long walk to freedom of the airwaves from 1994 to where we are. So after the dawn of democracy, we were looking forward to the airwaves that were free, more, SA content vis-a-vis foreign material. So the SABC has delivered in 2016 what we've been struggling for. So we had to go publicly and said thank you. We can hear all radio stations today as we speak. South Africans can hear themselves celebrate their heritage, their own God-given talent. That is precisely the reason why we thought we were supposed to go publicly. If it was not because of elections, I'm sure we should have gone even immediately after the announcement of 90%.
Right, and the concert, I understand, was supposed to be free. What happened there?
How can I say thank you to my parent and expect my parent to pay me? How can we say thank you to the SABC and expect you to pay? So it was supposed to be free. If we had sponsors, we had other departments coming to the fore, it was going to make logical sense to pay the artist and then we go publicly and celebrate with the nation. Because South African music is not for the artists themselves, the composers, creators. It's for the nation. So we thought we should go out and celebrate. It is unfortunate that we did not get funding and we ended up either thinking, should we go ahead or not? We soldiered on, we continued.
Now, on the issue of the payment of artists, I understand that some artists had to pull out for non-payment. Is that true?
Yeah, what our fellow artists didn't know is as normal practice. They thought this was a normal show. This was an extraordinary show. This is not a show that had commercial sponsors, big funding. It is a show initiated by artists. This means this show could have been initiated by Ray Piri, Arthur, or myself. Right. So it's an artist initiative saying thank you to the broadcaster. But now, we won't do something. Somebody was saying we need humor here. They pay back the money. The big artists were paid deposits, 4 major ones, and they didn't come and perform. We are not going to pay it and say pay back the money. They have the conscience. Maybe they didn't know. Now they know as they are watching that there were no sponsors. So it means we ended up with machonis and loan monies to make sure that this thing happens. Yes. Some were saying, for example, they will only come to the stadium provided they get their balance. But I can assure you, they came. The world must know that the Grammy Award winners, Mambazo, were there. Arthur, Don Laka, Chomi, Abigail Gubega, Yaselim Topet, Deborah Fraser, Rebecca Malope, Trumpis, Don Laka, Abigail, not Tembi. The SA legends, they were 29, they ended up being 12. So you're Freddy Kuala, Bob Simulange, Sister Puma. So it is we are happy. You do not define success by numbers. We are happy that South Africans did it. Remember, the 90% benefited even those who were not part of us, including Makeba. If Makeba was alive, Perenda Fasi, Lakidube, Vuyomkwena, they were all going to participate.
So the concert wasn't a flop
for all South Africans. Come again?
So the concert wasn't a flop after all, as people reported.
Look, in 2010, the FIFA World Cup, the best country the sound company that is the best of them all in the country provided the sound. The very same company that provided sound on Saturday, the best of them all, did it on Saturday. Right. So it means the standard. Watch it on YouTube. You will see that we did not compromise standards. So it means when you want the artist to be happiest, give them the best sound. That's what they got and said. That we are saying is 2,000 people that were there. Okay, there are a number of factors, okay? But I am saying we would not, that was our plan B to say pay. But we would have loved even to mute the sun to accommodate everybody. Because on the list, we had 186 in total. Look, we've got Zix Bantwini, we've got Judith Puma. These guys are lots of them. You can't put them in one. So it means the current concerts that are there are not even enough for South Africans. But this is job creation. Artists were happy. We had even a message of Winnie Madikizela Mandela saying, congratulations, Diavuya Kakul. It is when we were not allowed to speak band, it is the artist that spoke, that was Winnie Mandela, saying, tell them a stadium that is happening on my month of birth. Okay? Yeah. So it's just that the media is vicious. The whole thing became a Mendoza cancer story. Not being sensitive to the family.
How did that make you feel, by the way?
You know the Mendoza cancer. The South Africans, they must know. I don't know with Princess Diana chased until she crashed and died. Mandela, it was announced long before his actual death. With Mendoza, the cancer thing. So like Ubuntu is not there. Bill of Rights. It was all about Mendoza is terminal. Wednesday, Thursday. Every call, email, it's about Mendoza. Not about the concert. What is said, the culmination, the audience, the people who attended the festival, on Saturday, it was big news. Mendoza dead. Mendoza dead. You know, we kept on saying, we will phone the family. Then the media continued to call saying, we're putting on record. We're recording this call. Are you certain is Mendoza alive? If therefore, at what time is he going to perform? If he is alive, then I said, but he's going to perform. Then, okay, you can imagine the pressure. Then later Mendoza came.
Was he healthy enough to perform?
Mendoza is the one who asked at Samro a few months ago, after the announcement, that he wants to perform for any future events. It's Mendoza himself. But the print media on Monday asked, who forced Mendoza to perform? Now, then they changed the story because there was nothing they could find tangible or corruption, scandal. Then they changed. They said, the Minister of Communications, Ms. Faith Mutambi, herself went to pick up Mendoza at home to prove and dispel the rumor that Mendoza was alive. The minister came wearing in black in the stadium. She came late. She was coming from a funeral. Now, what kind of media is this? Is this?
So Mendoza performing wasn't actually to prove that he's actually alive?
No. Mendoza, a few months ago, himself wanted to be part of this concert. One, his manager can confirm. Two, Mendoza phoned after the whole hula baloo about him having cancer midweek. Mendoza himself called. I spoke to him even yesterday. So he still wants to perform future, if there are future events. So I am saying, Mendoza came with his wife, with the children, fluent with quite two artists. They were happy. He performed Mendoza. So I am saying I would not have used his name in vain. And now to go and lie, perjury and Ubuntu and say...
From what I'm gathering now, you are quite happy with the concert. What can you learn from it?
We are happy.
What can you learn from it?
I think what is very important is the fact that when you appreciate something, you say thank you. The Olympics, you cannot celebrate before victory. So for the fact that 90% was delivered and there's too much airwaves, South African music on the airwaves, people are happy, we are actually celebrating. We're in a celebration move. Whether there are other challenges in the country, but for now, we as musicians are very happy that the millions that used to go abroad to pay foreign musicians will now pay fellow South African musicians.
All right, we haven't got much time. In 20 seconds, can you tell us any chance of a similar concert in the future?
It is, yes, provided out there, the big business, those with dollars, will come forward and give us money up front. Then we'll book artists and celebrate.
Mr. Mbuli, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure having you.
Thank you.
That was a concert, SABC Thank You Concert organizer Mzwakhe Mbuli right here in our Johannesburg studio. In other news now, the Limpopo Sports, Arts and Culture Ministry has honored athletes and artists from the province. But the biggest winner at the event was Caster Semenya,